to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today we are doing a spring love reading. So we're going to see for the entire season of spring what is going to be happening detail by detail in your love life. My Etsy shop is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles. I have all of that on there. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings. We have group 1 with the Sunstone Crystal Point and the Gilded Tarot. Group 2 with the Citrine Crystal Point and the Arcanum Tarot. Group 3 with the Rose Quartz Crystal Point and the Wheel of the Year Tarot. And group 4 with the Apatite Crystal Point and the Tarot Illuminati. So like I said, pause the video if you need more time with the piles, but we're just gonna get started. Spring love reading. All right, if you chose group 1 with the Sunstone Crystal Point and the Gilded Tarot, this is your reading. Getting into a spring love reading today. One of these cards are already flipped over. It's the Lover's card. The Lover's card was already flipped over. I haven't used this deck in at least a few weeks, so that's kind of cute to start your reading that way. Spirit, this is for group 1 with the Sunstone. What is going on during spring and love for group 1? Ooh, we have the Boat. It says receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. Spirit for group 1. What is going on? I just heard slowly but surely. We have the Phoenix that flipped over. Yeah, and that's what I felt as well. Because usually when the Boat comes up, it's usually a moving on energy that's the strongest. But for you, I was feeling a pull towards closure issues. So I'm like, okay, you know what, Spirit, what's going on? And then we have the Runner and the Phoenix. So the truth is you guys are transforming, and I feel like you're trying to get out of Dodge. Like you are trying to run off on anyone you used to talk to. Honestly, this feels like friends, family. It feels like you guys want to disappear. Someone is taking a huge leap of faith and they're traveling. Someone is taking a huge leap of faith and they're traveling. But for the majority of you guys, group 1, I see you really trying to detach from people, things. I'm telling you, it's not even just romantic. It's like you're realizing the connections between other areas in your life. It's like, I'm always stressed out at work, and I know that this is having a negative impact on my love life because I'm demotivated when I go home. I'm not trying to look cute and go out and talk to people. I hate talking to people. I always talk to people at work. And I know that my job has an effect on my love life. You guys are making those connections. So you're transforming. And one thing I can say for all of you, group 1, you are committed to your transformation process. Say in the comments below, I am committed to my transformation process. I am the Phoenix. Because that's the energy coming through so strong, where it's like, whether you're taking a huge leap of faith and traveling, that's for very, very few of you. I only feel like that's for like 1 or 2 of you. Really, it feels like one person. But not everybody is being called to travel. The Phoenix says new phase, renew, transformation, growth. The Runner says a runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to the ego. I don't take it that way at all. To be honest, if anything, I feel like you may be running from a runner, interestingly enough, because they like to play games. They'll entertain you for a few weeks or a few months or however long, and eventually, Chris Angel, they disappear. Like every time, like clockwork. And you're disappearing on this runner because you've been attached to them for so long, but you finally have the strength to disappear. A lot of you are disappearing. I'm feeling this energy so strong. Some of you may be getting off of social media. but it's like you're still going out, you're still living life, but it's like you're not trying to go out and just do the typical things like, oh, let me go out to meet someone. You're going out to enjoy your life. And through doing that, you're aligning yourself with people who are naturally in alignment with you, because they're also people who are going out and living their life. I just feel this free energy with you guys. You're not going to be down anymore. You're not going to be sad and upset anymore. You're not going to pander to people who don't truly care about you. Like, there's just this energy of you being like, you know what? I'm breaking free. And we have the chaser that just came up. We have I like you and the chaser. So as you're moving on and connecting with other people, you're attracting more romantic attention, more options, more people you're talking to, getting more comfortable talking to people if you're not comfortable talking to people. I see, like, I keep seeing someone having a conversation and I'm like, Spirit, why do you keep bringing me to that? Why do I need to see that? It's kind of, it looks like someone's outside and I'm seeing like a field, but it looks kind of like a trail or like a neighborhood with like, I don't know, a trail or a park. And I'm seeing someone have a conversation and Spirit keeps showing me this. And then I'm hearing so unlike you. So you may be someone who's super introverted or someone who doesn't believe that just because you're in the same space as someone else that you owe them like a conversation, or vice versa, that, you know, you may not assume people want to talk. You may leave people alone. But I'm seeing you attract like these meaningful conversations and connections with people. And you're actually having feelings for someone. And someone's actually having feelings with you, for you. But we have this chaser runner dynamic. So I would not be surprised if soon as you're finally walking away from a narcissistic connection or a twin flame connection, a connection where you've always been chasing someone or vice versa, whatever, don't be surprised if they come back and now they're like, no, I like you. I want to be with you, blah, blah, blah. Because the runner and the chaser are coming up. So Spirit is saying during spring, there is some back and forth with this chaser runner dynamic you have going on. So you'll be talking to your twin flame. There will be some sort of in-person interaction with your twin flame. Something is going to happen. And I really do feel like it's triggered by these other connections that you're making and you moving on and turning into the phoenix. I like you says someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, wanting to date. And then the chaser says a chaser in a codependent relationship and a fear of abandonment issue. So interestingly enough, you may have had a fear of abandonment before, but now you're running away from a connection that doesn't serve you. Now you're moving on with your life. And I see you living life, but it's like for you. I see you guys alone a lot in the spring. And it's not because, you know, you don't have anyone you can hang out with, but it's because like you're realizing like what brings me joy personally is it's just not the people in your circle anymore. And it's not even like they're bad people, but it's just like there's this energy of you wanting to fully transform, and it's causing too much confusion to stay attached to these old people and old connections, these old neural pathways, as you're trying to create new ones. So it's kind of like some people are honestly just catching a stray, because it's like, man, that wasn't even targeted towards you. I'm not trying to abandon you or leave you left in the dust, but mama's gotta be happy. Like, listen, I feel like in spring, you guys are so liberated, wanting to live your life. Wow, we got the flirt card. We have flirt, give your relationship a chance. This could be the one. I didn't even see that underneath, but we have release your ex underneath that. So you guys are doing the right thing by growing, transforming, and moving on with your life with that boat energy. Like, slow and steady wins the race. It's not the quickest cutoff, but it's a cutoff nonetheless. And Spirit is like, a win is a win. Like, you should be proud of that. Because the older version of you couldn't do what you're doing now. So you have made progress. Release your ex says, the time has come to clear your energy. So I just heard all aboard. Spirit is yelling in my ear. That was so distracting. The time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, Spirit is like listen, it's time to go. Everybody good? All right, let's go. Like, it's time to release your ex. We're traveling. We're moving forward. I just heard gaining momentum. You're gaining momentum. You may even feel more motivated after a period of burnout, or after a period of not feeling motivated, not feeling like you wanted to talk to anyone or create art, or not feeling like you wanted to step out of your comfort zone, or just not feeling like you have enough energy to do things. You're gaining your momentum back. And Spirit is like, listen, take it slow. This person is not running away from you. This is not a chaser runner dynamic like your last connection. So you don't need to, force this connection to come together. It's naturally coming together very organically. And I feel like that's what you guys have been craving, even more than a strong connection. You guys have wanted a connection that grows organically, a connection that you don't have to force. Because you can have a strong connection through physical intimacy. You can build a strong connection through passion, whether it's positive or negative. Arguments just charge your relationship with energy. So if channeled properly, it can turn into a good thing. But even more than like just a strong connection, you guys have really been craving, like in the depth of your soul, an organic connection where you don't have to chase them. They don't have to chase you. And it can just be like natural, easy. And then we have flirt, and this can be the one. So I don't feel like I need to coach you guys, because you naturally are going to flirt with this person, which is why Spirit kept bringing me to that vision and saying, unlike you, like this is unlike them to be having this conversation with this stranger, but yet here they are. Why? Because it's like this person is a key and they're unlocking you, and vice versa. And that just may be your tea at this point in your journey, because if you're not feeling like mingling too much with people, if you're feeling away, about the past connection you're getting out of, it's like only the right one can move forward with you at this point. It's like you can't even consciously tell people how to pursue you. You may not even know. Like, someone may ask you, what do you like? What kind of good, guy do you like? What kind of girl do you like? And you may just be at a loss for words, because it's like, I can't describe that to you. You're either a match or you're not. So I'm loving that you guys are having that happen. This could be the one, says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. That's the only thing I don't like about the romance angels. Some of these cards factor in time, and obviously this is a spring love reading, so this is not, I just hate that, especially when we're talking about like someone with a codependency thing going on here, because the last thing I need somebody is doing is holding on to hope, like, wait, so the twin flame is really, so it's them? No, it's not them. It's someone new. Romance angels, chill out. Anyways, flirt. This one says extend your lighthearted energy to others. I feel like you guys are doing that naturally. Like I said, I don't feel like you guys need any like pep talk, because it's naturally happening. It's not something you're going out of your way to do, even in the moment. It feels easy. You're a lock and they're a key and they're unlocking you. Two of Swords in reverse. Spirit is saying if you struggle with indecision, we also have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. If you struggle with indecision, Two of Pentacles in reverse, or Two of Swords in reverse, feeling confused, all of that is clearing. I love Two of Pentacles in reverse, because you may have felt like you had to wear too many hats for your past relationships. You had to be sexy, then you had to be cute and innocent, then you had to be nice all the time, then you had to be spicy when your person was getting bored. It's like so many different versions of you. You couldn't just be yourself and naturally just be present, so you could experience the love, so you could feel that. It was always like you performing for some of you. Spirit is saying no more of that. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, clarify Ten of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Six of Swords. Another card with that boat symbolism, talking about moving on. Queen of Wands in reverse. Spirit is saying don't waste your time with manifesting. This is the time to start living, to start embodying. You've been manifesting long enough. This is the time to trust that the seeds have been planted and to allow them to sprout over themselves for you this spring, because I do see you making a meaningful love connection. Spring for you is going to be a time of healing, a time of walking away from connections that don't serve you, or just connections that don't resonate anymore, because I was getting like some friends and family catching astray. Like some of them, you know, they're not going to be a part of your life, you know, just because that's just the way the cookie crumbles, at least for now. But Six of Swords and Queen of Wands in reverse, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. I really do feel like Spirit is saying, I know you're ready to receive, but this is the time to give and extend your energy. I'm seeing something being built. I'm seeing like bricks being laid on top of each other. And Spirit is saying, you're going to have, like the flirt card, it said, extend your lighthearted energy to others. That's talking about like taking action, flirting. You guys may feel like, because you've been through a lot and overcome a narcissistic relationship, that means that your next person has to do all the work, but that's just putting them in the position that you were just in. So why would you want someone else to have to do that? You know, so Spirit is saying, hurrah to balanced connections, but balanced also means that, not to say you're not going to get princess treatment, prince treatment, whatever, but Spirit is saying like, wow, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords, it won't feel like work. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. Spirit is really wanting to guide you. It's like so interesting how all of these things that you're doing at this time, Group 1, are, it's like you're putting in work and you're exerting energy, but it still doesn't feel like a lot for you because it's meant to be, because it's divine timing, divine orchestration. It's just natural. It's just very natural. Not everyone has had a connection like this, but some connections are just so easy. Even if you don't end up with the person, it's just like some people have this ability to just naturally disarm you and bring out like your goofy, vulnerable side. And it's like, you don't have to go out of you're not trying to be goofy with them. It's just you're naturally like a kid again. And that's how this connection feels. Spirit is saying this is not about putting in work. I feel like this is going to be difficult for you only because it's different. Only because it's like a different kind of vulnerability you guys are being initiated into this spring. It's like, it's hard because it's unfamiliar territory. Because in the past, it's like, okay, I would do this and this and this, and that's how I would win their love, or that's how I would eventually, you know, get what I want or what I need. I would do this and this and this. But with this connection, because it's a true connection that's building organically and naturally, you don't have to do all of that. And so it's like, well, what do I do? And it's just like, exist, flirt, have fun. And that's hard because you haven't been able to just exist and flirt for no reason, you know, just for fun in a relationship. It's always been because you know that this person needs the drama. They need the games. They need the push and pull. They need the hot and cold. They need the quick comebacks and the entertainment. It's never been just because you wanted to. Yo, this is deep. I'm not going there with you, Spirit. Listen, spring love reading, okay? Some of y'all ain't ready for it. We have Straddling Worlds and the Wall. Straddling Worlds, at the bottom of that one, it says wandering between realms. At the bottom of the wall, it says obstacles. So I feel like the obstacles for you is literally the transition process, wandering between realms. On one end, you have these people from the past calling you, texting you, and you do want to reach out to them. You do want to let them know that you're okay, you know, but at the same time, it's like, you got to put yourself first. You're wanting to move on. You're wanting to be free. You're wanting to experience like new things, new horizons. You want to create your life that's for you. That's all your own. You know, you don't want to live your life according to what other people want and need anymore. So it's like, listen, I'm cool by myself. It's no shade. I don't hate you. I love you. I care for you, but I don't want to be around you. Like, and it's not a negative thing. Those who get it, get it. We have dances on one foot, balancing act. Card number 9, you may be seeing 999 or 1010. But Spirit is telling you, listen, just do your best. It's going to be difficult. Honestly, with that, I just feel like it's going to be difficult. Like, it doesn't matter who it was, anyone, everyone, most people, a lot of people struggle with the between realms energy. We have deep, quiet meditation and stillness. Number 11, just as I was talking about 1111. Did I say 1111? No, I just said 999 and 1010. I hate when that happens. Don't you hate when you were going to say something, but you don't, and then it literally comes up? You may be seeing 1111 as well as like a portal number, Spirit letting you know you are walking into new horizons and new spaces. Spirit is saying you're going to find healing, you're going to find peace, you're going to find comfort, direction, and downloads in meditation and in stillness. If all else fails, do nothing. If you start to feel like you're getting analysis paralysis, do nothing. If you're starting to feel like you're getting stressed out, stop. Do nothing. I'm telling you. Like, the era of working yourself to the bone is over, Group 1. It is over. Ooh, we have the Watchers with transpersonal at the bottom of the deck. So you guys may be tapping into a higher realm of consciousness, or there may be higher level Watcher beings attracted to you right now, guiding you, like higher level guides who have connections to other galaxies, other realms. But I feel like you guys have attracted some sort of spiritual attention, like, you know, your guides and ancestors, like you've gotten the attention of someone or something, a being that matters. So don't be surprised if Spirit, you know, steps you into mission as well in spring. But that's what I see for you guys primarily, you know, finally walking away and separating, transforming like the Phoenix from that narcissistic relationship, moving into a space where you're genuinely liking someone and they're liking you as well. You're flirting, you're having fun, but mainly you're giving yourself like TLC by living your life the way you want to. If you don't want to spend, if your idea of a perfect day is not spending it with your best friend, you're not doing that anymore. You're not, you like, listen, it's like, okay, I got to put me first. If people don't understand, hopefully I can fix those relationships later, but I got to put me first. That's where I see you. And you're building a relationship with someone new and you're having to be vulnerable in that relationship. So that is what's going on in spring. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me, but that is what I have for you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Citrine Crystal Point and the Arcanum Tarot, this is your reading. We are tapping into spring. We are going to see what will happen for you during the spring season in love, Spirit. This is for Group 2 with the Citrine Crystal Point. What is going on in love for Group 2 and spring? Spring love for Group 2. One of the cards fell. We have the separation card coming up right away. So for those of you who have been trying to break free from connections that don't serve you, also for those of you, I'm tapping into someone who's almost getting like, it feels kind of like harassed. Like it seems like people will not leave you alone. I do see that cooling out in spring. For those of you who are experiencing like that shadow aspect of attraction or pursuit, I see you finally breaking free from connections that do not serve you. We have the mask here. Things are being revealed. Spirit just said tea party, which is so funny. I'm seeing, I have tea here today. My tea. I'm drinking lavender chamomile. And then I have like a little tea steeper and I put some rosebuds in it, some mugwort because it's late and I want to have some good dreams tonight. And then I put some lotus in there. Spirit. I just heard someone saying, what does lotus do? Lotus is like a stimulant, essentially. almost like an aphrodisiac, to be honest. We have the healing heart and girl talk that just came out. Spirit, what's going on in spring? And then we have the camera. You guys, honestly, I feel like you've been having a hard time moving forward, and I really, really, really wanted to pull and have it be like, oh, there's new love coming through and this is what's popping off for you. And I got a bunch of romance decks here, and so we'll see. But I feel like Spirit is really trying to get you to break free from this person or the thing that has been keeping you from being able to actually make strong romantic connections. So Spirit is like, listen, spring isn't going to be different until we get this done. So hopefully spring will be the season where you're like, okay, you know what? Spirit, bring me the opportunity. I will do my part. Separation says sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, and unsure of the future. The camera says reminiscing, keepsake perceptions, learning from the past, and making memories. I'm seeing someone flip through a photo album with you. If you gave your ex a photo album that's like very specific, or okay, Spirit. See, the visions are going crazy nowadays. Let me know if you're having super strong like spiritual experiences as well, and if your gifts are turning up. I just literally saw like a photo album with like boudoir type pictures. Like, I did not need to see that lady behind like that, Spirit. I did not ask you to show me that. But I am seeing someone's ex like flipping through their old photos. You may be flipping through old photos of your ex as well. So you and your ex are thinking about each other. I don't feel like this is an ex yet, though. I do feel like this is someone you've been talking to. Unless this is separate, like, okay, your ex is thinking about you, but you're also dealing with someone else. We have the mask, the healing heart, and girl talk. The mask says not showing your true feelings, hiding, pretending, gaslighting, deluding. The healing heart says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships and addictions. So some of you are actually healing, doing the healing process. You have separated from an ex, and springtime is going to be more about you connecting with your friends, you creating new things that you do, new habits, new places that you go. Girl talk says time with friends, moving on, happily single, and living in the moment and having fun. That's what I'm looking for. I'm like, okay, Spirit, give me something. Like, go girl, give us nothing. Like, do not tell me that it's just like, oh, they got to get out of this toxic relationship, or it's more of the same. Like, even if that's the truth, like, give me something, Spirit. Like, come on, make it worth it. Like, where's the pizzazz? And we got a little bit of it. Spirit saying you are having fun and prioritizing friendships. We have keep an open mind, and I definitely feel like that is accurate for you guys. You guys are in, a transformational phase, or transitional phase is what the word I wanted to use. You're in a transitional phase where you are in separation and trying to heal, but also Spirit is trying to bring some new people into your life, and you're going to have to keep an open mind. You guys may have always dated the same archetype, or Spirit may be bringing you someone that makes you a little bit uncomfortable. So we'll see what that means. But it wouldn't be in the way you think, where it's like, oh, this person is toxic. No, it would be more uncomfortable. Like, oh, say you're someone who didn't get a lot of affection as a kid, so you don't like words of affirmation, you don't like a lot of physical touch, you don't like someone who's super nice and kissy with you. So that could be like this person being kissy, so it's like you're vulnerable in that way. Not in a way where Spirit's like, yeah, you just got out of some hot garbage, but let me put you into some hot mess now. Like, yeah, variation, hey. No, that's not what we're looking for. Keep an open mind says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So you got a little taste of something different coming in group 2. We have make the effort and retreat. Some of you guys are not quite ready. At the bottom of the deck, we have engagement. So it could be that this person has super serious intentions with you, and you're like, listen, I just got out of a long-term relationship. I just got out of a karmic relationship, a relationship that lasted years long, sometimes with commitment, sometimes without. We were always connected. I'm just now warming up to the idea of allowing another person in my space. And Spirit's like giving me this person that's like ready to go all in. It's a lot. But Spirit is like, proceed, proceed, wanting you to proceed, wanting you to move forward, wanting you to try. Retreat says it's time to disconnect from the world. Make the effort says great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So on one end, it's like, I want to retreat. I want to be in my shell. I want to stay in my comfort zone. And on the other end, it's like, I want to, though. I want to be a part of this connection. I want to build with this person. I want to engage. I want to give them me and receive, them as well. I don't want to be completely in my shell anymore, but it's a process. And all I would say is just be patient, because it is what it is. Like, it's going to take some time. Yeah, we have the healing family issues card. It's so funny that I use the example, like someone not receiving certain things as kids, because that may have been what attracted you to past partners. So there's this whole healing process that's happening. I am getting a really super short window. Spirit keeps saying 3 months. So you may break up with your ex. 3 months later, you're in another serious relationship. Or 3 months later, barely got the chance to like really heal. And now there's this new person who, is trying to have a serious relationship with you already. There's some sort of quick turnover happening. So it's challenging for you, because you are in a healthy space where you are trying to do the work, you're trying to heal, you're trying to be good, do your best. So it's just a little difficult. Healing family issues says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So someone may have childhood wounds, specifically parental wounds that they're healing from. Wow, you guys, these are some serious cards coming through. First of all, we have the flirt card. So this one coincides with make the effort. Spirit is like, yes, flirt, let your hair down, have fun, connect. Extend your lighthearted energy to others is what it says at the bottom of that card. So I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to flirt with strangers, to flirt with this person as well that's coming in, offering you a serious long-term relationship. But also just to flirt with life, to flirt with being a little naughty. Maybe instead of dressing conservative, you go hot as fuck. Instead of staying in your box, maybe you go with the all leather unit one tonight, or the 80-inch bundles. Like, let's really give them some pizzazz. Or the huge the huge fur coat that you bought a while ago, but you've been too embarrassed to wear because it attracts too much attention. Like, I feel like Spirit really telling you, like, flirt with life, flirt with yourself, dress yourself up and look at yourself in the mirror like, damn, you are fun as fuck. Like, really get in your mood. Spirit is like, flirt with everything, everyone. Flirt with life. But yeah, we have wedding and true love. So whoever this new person is coming through, they are offering... Oh, the camera just brightened up. It does that when it focuses on faces sometimes. Let me cover their faces. True love says this is the romance of a lifetime. Wedding says this situation involves marriage. So whoever this new person is coming through, though, they're offering commitment, and they're offering commitment right away. To be honest, they may buy you a ring after the 3rd date. They may buy a ring or be trying to invest in some sort of future together, like super, super soon. By the 3rd date, you could get a key to their apartment. They could purchase you a new car. They could purchase you an engagement ring. Like, there's an energy of this person making a huge investment right away, because they know you're the one for them, or they know that you need it if it's like a car or something material. And we have getting to know each other and let go of control issues. I just seen someone go on an ice cream date. I'm seeing Cold Stone. Cold Stone, the ice cream place, if you know about that place. I'm seeing that specifically. Let go of control issues says allow the situation to unfold naturally. Getting to know each other says as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And that's another reason why it's important for you to heal those family issues so that you can be vulnerable. Because if you're not used to being vulnerable, if you're still bottling everything up, it'll only kind of make it harder. So everything is connected. Spirit, what can you tell me? Spring love. Wow. We have the Sun in reverse and the Three of Wands. I just heard unconventional. For you guys, shit may have hit the fan early. I'm talking, for some of you, 12, 13, 14, a young AF, like you started learning super hard lessons. For some of you who experience like childhood stuff, younger. Because we have the Sun in reverse and then the Three of Wands. So the Spirit is saying, with the Sun in reverse, you had a rocky start, or things didn't work out for you the first time around, but Three of Wands, you should still be expecting the best blessings. You can see off in the distance with the Three of Wands, it always has like the ship symbolism of the ships coming in. This is the pocket size arcanum, so these cards are tiny, but you can see the ships in the back. And it's the symbolism of Three of Wands. I'm confident. I can see my ships. They're coming in. I know that they are. But with the Sun in reverse, it's like you would think with someone who maybe has been the bad guy in the past, or who has experienced like such traumatic experiences and, you know, trauma, that Three of Wands, there wouldn't be this expectation of a happy ending. Yet here we are. We have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck as well. I forgot to point it out and I started shuffling already, but we did have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So Spirit is saying, expect to receive. We have the Five of Swords and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Someone is feeling a little, I get controlling energy. Like someone almost feels like they're bullied by their ex, or feeling like their past haunts them, like they can't escape it. Oh, well, I just heard, once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. And I'm admitting it. Why, Spirit? Why? That couldn't have been Spirit. That had to have been one of my guides cutting up. Because, and you know what's crazy? I was hearing Jezebel earlier in your spread. And I was thinking about what that could mean. I don't know very much about Jezebel, so I didn't want to say. I don't know very much about Jezebel, so I can't say. But I do get this energy where it's like, once upon a time, Queen of Cups in reverse, you may have been a hoe. Okay, listen, let's just be real with it. You may have been giving it up for $0 and 0 cents, okay, for nothing, not even a bill. Not a meal, not a bus ticket, nothing. Just giving up the cheeks. No, I'm playing. But you may have been. And Queen of Wands in reverse, you may have been obsessed with love or people or manifesting and made some wrong moves. Queen of Wands in reverse could also be like a crime of passion, you know, tearing up somebody's car, going crazy on someone. And even if that is you in the past, still, Eight of Pentacles, Chariot, Spirit is not holding it against you. And let me tell you right now, Group 2, Spirit has not come down here to earth and appointed anyone that you know or anyone in your community as your judger, as your executioner. So they simply do not have the authority to judge you. So if someone starts trying to judge you, they are doing a job that they're not getting paid for. They are doing a job that no one gave to them. Tell them to sit down, or revert your attention to somewhere from someone, you know, who is getting paid for it or has been appointed to the job. It's like people out here acting like I'm not doing this with y'all today. It's like going into a Starbucks and trying to go behind the counter like, ma'am, you need to get an application and having a meeting with the manager. You are not an employee. Why are you here? This is not your job. Anyways, that's a whole conversation for another day. I'm trying to like chill because I know I can rant about that for 10 minutes straight, easily. But I want to stay focused on your reading. So we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Chariot. Spirit is saying people simply do not have the authority to judge you. Who cares what other people think? Spirit did not appoint them to any sort of, you know, judgment position. We have the Eight of Pentacles. You've been working on yourself. The Chariot is talking about moving forward with balance, with the dark and the light. The Chariot always has like the black horse and white horse symbolism representing your darkness and your light. Because guess what? There is no light version of you without the darkness. There is no you today without you from the past. Don't make me start preaching. Do not make me start preaching, because some of you are in this weird tipping point where it's really easy for people to affect you. And I feel like one good session of someone reminding you who you are is just what you need, because it's like, why are we in this space of caring about all these other narratives? Why are we in this space? And I get it, because it's like, okay, especially if it's like family or people you're close to judging you, it is going to affect you to a degree, but you just simply don't have the time, or you just simply don't need to focus on that, because there is no you now without you then. Like I spice, like there is no you now without you then. So how can you condemn her? How can you condemn him? How can you condemn the younger version of yourself without them? Yo, the younger version of yourself walked so you could run. You guys, I'm not finna preach. I'm not finna start preaching. Y'all don't hear me. Spirit, what else is going on? We have the Tower and the Two of Wands in reverse. So I actually like this energy, divine intervention, everything coming down. Two of Wands in reverse. For those of you who do struggle with indecision or going back, I like the Tower energy, because the Tower is meaning that Spirit is saying like, it's time. It's time for you to rise up and move into your next phase of life. It's time for you to experience more beauty, more love, more excellence. So for those of you who need to do it the hard way so you can get out, we're going to do it that way. Like, it is what it is. Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. It's time for you to win, group 2. And Spirit is just not having it. Spirit's like, okay, if we got to do it the hard way, that's the way we're going to do it, because this is what you deserve. You deserve to move on. You deserve to be happy. We have Catherine Labor, the patroness of miraculous healing. It says, I am ready to heal, and I am worthy of the miracles that are meant to me. Say in the comments below, I am ready to heal, or just, I am worthy of the miracles meant for me. Because you are. And then we have Ariadne, the mistress of Labyrinth. It says, my soul knows the way, and the only way out is through. Your pile is so deep. I felt called to really just go off in so many different rants in your reading, because it just feels like you guys just need that last push, that fiery push from someone who just really cares about you and tells you like, listen, I don't care if I have to drag you by your lace front, but we're moving on to this next phase in your life. A lot of you are naturally doing that. For spring, I see healing for you. I see you meeting a very strong connection, a true love connection, someone who wants to commit to you right away, someone you don't have to guess like, oh, what kind of connection is this? Because they're being completely clear with their intentions. They're being upfront. They're not afraid. And someone who's offering you like long-term stability. But even more than that, with the Chariot and the Eight of Pentacles, you're offering you long-term stability. Every step you took on your journey is the foundation that you now have to move forward. No one got you here but you. No one could make you heal. No one could make you do that inner work. No one could make you rise up and say, okay, this is going to be the day I stop being sad, or I stop being angry, or I stop doing this self-sabotaging thing. You had to decide that you were going to do that, and you did it. And now we're here. We made it. Like, it's a celebration for real, group 2. So that's what I have for you. My Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. But yeah, other than that, that's what I have for you. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Rose Quartz Crystal Point and the Wheel of the Year Tarot, this is your reading. We are going to see what is going on in spring for you in love, Spirit. This is for group 3. Show me what's going on for group 3 in love and spring. We have the Passion card. Nice. It says insane chemistry, liking each other equally, and having fun. So I love that energy. We got healthy choices here. And then we have the Runner. So you guys may be escaping from those dynamics or those runner connections and making healthy choices. I ain't even gonna hold you. I am a sucker for a good runner. I don't know what it is about that archetype of someone who like does not want to be bothered with you. That's like, Daddy, is that you? But here we are. So I get it. And sometimes people just catch you slipping. It's just like, damn, they're a runner, and you don't find out until you already like them. But I see you guys disconnecting from that dynamic. It doesn't matter if you notice up front or 2 weeks in after this point. It doesn't matter if, you notice up front or after you like them. Like if you see someone is being a runner, you're making healthy choices. You're not surrendering to that person or that dynamic or that kind of connection anymore. It's just not... You're just not with that anymore. So I'm liking this energy so far. Healthy choices says making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. So you guys are investing more in your happiness, investing in your self-love, self-care. And if you don't know how to like practice self-love or how to practice self-care, think about like if you had a friend that was down in the dumps, what would you do for them? Because that's the position that you may be in, or that's the way you want to look at yourself. Like, okay, if I was out of body, if I was my best friend and, I was seeing my friend go through all these things, what would I do for them to take care of them, to show them that I love them, care about them? Do that for you, So we have the Runner. It says a runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to the ego. So you guys are running away from and disconnecting from connections where people are listening to their ego, where people are runners. People with a fear of intimacy, you're not into it anymore. You're like in a space where it's like, okay, I'm not doing this hand-holding thing. Like, I'm not going to make you love me or make you see my value. I'm looking for real love. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. So you guys are in a very attractive energy, and you guys are experiencing love in spring. You're experiencing passion in spring, and you are making healthy choices for yourself. So this is such an empowering space. Like in terms of where you are mentally, I feel like you're doing really good in spring. You may also get like seasonal depression or seasonal mood swings, and that will be alleviated as spring comes as well. So that'll be good for you. We have the Hand of Cards. It says take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing your hand, and gambling. So you guys are sitting here with a Hand of Cards. I just heard oversharing. Someone may struggle with oversharing. You're not doing that on dates anymore. Also, someone is struggling between being real and having balance, and you're learning that balance now because it is hard. It's like you don't want to be so real that you're off-putting to people who aren't used to you yet, but you also don't want to play that game and be inauthentic. I'm seeing you finding a good balance between showing people who you are, but also not showing too much. That was a specific download for those of you in that space. We have the Palm Tree, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. So you guys are in your palm tree energy. You're in your soft girl, soft boy era. You're being taken care of. You're stable. You're experiencing more security in spring. And I really do feel like there's an energy. I just want to be sure that it's a person and it's not people. Because you could be taken on dates in spring and people are treating you, they're offering you stability in the sense that they're paying bills, they're opening doors, they're taking care of you, they're picking you up or paying for your Uber, like providing for you. I don't want to assume that this is a person without getting that confirmation that you're meeting someone, So let's keep going. I got the romance angels. Let's see what they have to say, Spirit, for spring. I feel like it's a mix of the two because we have the past life relationship card, and this person is coming in with a purpose, with the forgiving and learning card. It's like this person is a plateau. You've been ascending the mountain and you finally have a bit of rock where you can stop and take a break and where you can relax and where you can set up camp and just chill for a while and get out of ascend, 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 grow, 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 do mode. And I feel like that's what this past life relationship energy is giving you. And we have the romantic feelings card. Okay, nice. So yeah, the feelings, your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's what it says at the bottom of romantic feelings. So Spirit is wanting you to embrace this connection and open up. But also with stay optimistic about your love life, I am feeling energetically that there are multiple people you're dealing with. So you guys may be going on dates. For some of you, this... Sorry. Some of you, this is going to be just two people. I'm getting over a really bad cold. For some of you, this is just two people, but for some of you, you're rotational dating, and then you have like a front runner, someone you're really into, someone you're really wanting to invest in, someone you're really liking, that kind of thing. Romantic, or I already read that one. Stay optimistic about your love life, says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So Spirit is really wanting you to open up. Spirit is wanting you to be optimistic, to allow yourself to date people, allow yourself to get to know people. And then we have past life relationship and forgiving and learning. So here's that safe space we were talking about. You have known each other before is what it says at the bottom of past life relationship. So Spirit is obviously trying to initiate you into leaning in, initiate you into safety. Forgiving and learning says as you released and heal from the past, you experience more love in the present moments. So I feel like this person may honestly be giving you a little bit of sexual healing. Like this person may be coming in, listen, beating you down, giving you that good, okay? Giving you that good, healing you through physical intimacy. Whereas for some of you, it's just healing through the safety of this connection. Ooh, that's interesting. I just heard psychosis. Someone may be struggling with some form of psychosis. I don't know very much about that. The only psychosis I know about is like psychosis that comes from girl bossing too hard to the sun with stimulants, okay? And it's like, okay, we ain't never coming down. But maybe that can happen. I'm sure that can be just like something that maybe you're born with, or, you know, I don't know. But I just heard that. And we have the deception card. We have unrequited love and free yourself. It's such a stark difference if you notice, like the energy we started with and this. And I heard that psychosis right when these cards came out. So someone is really struggling with paranoia, and Spirit is trying to get you out of that space. You may not be able to help it. Your brain may start to like attack itself when you get in relationships, or when it seems like you're really connecting with someone that is like really good for you. Your mind may start to play tricks on you. You may start to self-destruct or self-sabotage. So Spirit is like telling you to be aware of your brain's own habit to kind of self-destruct. And Spirit wants you to remember that, so that when that starts to happen, when you experience this love and safety, you choose new pathways this time. For yourself says it's time to take back control of your life. Unrequited love says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And then deception says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. But to be honest, I don't feel like this is external at all. I feel like Spirit is saying you need to free yourself from this pattern of getting to a certain point in a relationship and then like self-destructing or imploding and feeling like everything is all bad or negative all of a sudden. Spirit, what can you tell me for group 3? We have the 7 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords in reverse. And you see, 7 of Swords is all about self-sabotage. Look at the harlot, the happy couple in the background, and the harlot trying to get his attention with her peacock feather. I see you, ho. No, sorry. It's late at night. I don't usually film late, and this is why, because I go rogue. But we have the 7 of Swords in reverse and the 7 of Wands. So Spirit is saying it's all about making healthy choices. You may be seeing 777, 707. 7 may be your life path number, or you may be in a year number 7. You can figure out what numerological year you're in with your birthday. If you just look on YouTube how to calculate your year, I don't know it by heart. Otherwise, I would just tell you, but I don't know. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is all about stability, palm tree energy, security. You flow with the wind. You bend with the wind. So year and year again, even after hurricanes, even after turbulent weather and storms, you reign supreme. Or even in super dry environments, you reign supreme. You still stand. And that's exactly the energy I get with this making healthy choices. It's like 7 of Swords in reverse. Instead of self-sabotaging or getting in our own way, 7 of Wands, we're going to do the grueling work and we're going to keep going. We're going to build our stability from the ground up. And yeah, it can be uncomfortable, but this is what we're doing. We have the 4 of Wands and the High Priestess in reverse. A lot of new energy in spring for you guys. 4 of Wands, High Priestess in reverse is kind of like, I'm not used to this level of commitment or this style of commitment. I'm not used to, I feel like stability for a lot of you. 10 of Pentacles. You're not used to not having to worry about if your partner is going to change from one day to the next. You're not used to having to worry about if someone is still going to be there. It's like they're still there. And it's like at a certain point, it's like, so you just sitting here happy? So you just happy in this relationship? Like you're not turning up on me. You're not trying to cheat. You're not trying to get me to act out of character. Like you're just in love then. And it's crazy how, you know, when you're in a situation where it's like, it's toxic, you'll be like, yo, if I had somebody like me, I would never fumble. Or if I had a healthy relationship, I would give them the world. Boom. Here you are in a healthy relationship. And it's like, you're kind of like on this brink of wanting to self-sabotage, but Spirit is there with you, working, you know, through that with you. So we have the Magician and the King of Swords. Spirit, is the King of Swords their energy or their person's energy? We have the 8 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like that's your energy, especially with the Queen of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles here. That's almost like someone who has like a Libra moon or a Libra rising. Like someone who loves love, they can't help it. They love to see other people in love. You know, they love to like know that their friends and family, people who care about them are happy. They love the idea of love. But 5 of Pentacles, they don't feel like that's necessarily their story. So you're showing up as the King of Swords, the person who Magician has to manifest. King of Swords has to take definitive action, has to rule with sovereignty, with power, with clear-headedness. It's like, I know I have to do things the masculine way or the hard way, even though I love love or I want love. So that is your energy. But we have the Ace of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. So Spirit is saying like the hard times aren't going to be completely over. And I do feel like there are underlying reasons why the hard times won't be completely over. Like I said before, I was hearing psychosis. Obviously, that's not for everyone. but someone does struggle with mood regulation. So that's like anything could trigger you. You know, you'll experience this at work. You'll experience this in friendships. One day you feel really close to someone. One day your mind is going a mile a minute, wondering if that person really has the best intentions for you, wondering if they would ever snake you, or feeling paranoid. So Spirit is saying, Eight of Swords, some of you are still healing, and it's going to be lifelong healing, because it's not even like a relationship that was your first heartbreak. It may have been your relationship with your parents that was your first heartbreak. So Spirit is like, when that's the case, not everything is going to, you know, be fixed in a relationship either. But we have the Princess of Swords. Okay, listen. Okay, you know, listen, it's better than the King of Swords. Princess of Swords is like, yeah. See, the thing about the Princess of Swords or the Knight of Swords, it's like, yeah, I'm in control, but I'm also not responsible for everything. So yeah, I'm still a baddie. Yeah, I'm still a knight. I'm a princess. I'm of high stature, but I'm also taken care of. So I like that. And then we have Temperance in reverse. So Spirit is saying it's going to knock you off your axle a little bit to be taken care of. And it's weird because it's like people pray for this. People pray for a 10 of Pentacles. People pray to get taken care of. But once you're finally there, it's hard for you to release control. It's hard for you to allow people to do other things for you. Honestly, you may just be like, a Virgo. You may be a Virgo or a Virgo Mars. And you may just be someone who loves control or loves to know every detail about everything just so they can make sure things go right, because other people just don't do it right. It is what it is. They just don't do it right. So that could be the thing, but I do see you guys releasing control a little bit. And Spring, I see you making healthier choices. I see you going on dates. I see you falling in love. I'm hearing, I feel like falling in love. We have the Crossing at the bottom of the card. It says initiation. Some of you guys can feel this energy. Like, yep, I know I'm in an initiation. I know I'm being initiated right now with the things that are being asked of you. And it's a balancing act and it's a challenge, but you're rising to the challenge. You're rising to the occasion. We have the Wailing Tree with reconciliations. And then we have the Dragon's Hoard with protecting the future. So Spirit is saying there are going to be people that are reaching out to you from the past, wanting to connect to you, and it will seem mindless and innocent. But I really feel like you need to protect your bubble right now. Move in silence. Okay? Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Okay? This is the time to move in silence and protect your future, because listen, be mindful of people with watchful spirits. Like, some people will literally initiate, like, let's go on a lunch date or let's catch up just to know your tea, just to know what you got going on. And they may not intentionally do it, but they are subliminally, subconsciously sending you evil eye because they're not happy for you. They just want the tea, but they don't want to hear that you're doing good. They want the shit show. They want to be entertained. Be mindful of people with those watchful ass spirits. And then we have reconciliations. So for those of you who have been in reconciliation with friendships, people that you care about, I do see those coming back together. I can't imagine this being a reconciliation romantically, unless this is someone like you went to elementary with, and then it's like, you know, you're coming back together with this person. I feel like that's more about you attracting people who want to know what you have going on, people who want to be a part of your life. We have follow through. So that may be something you really struggle with. You may start a lot of projects and have a lot of creative ideas, but you may not have the follow through. And I see you following through in Spring, following through with loving someone, following through with putting effort into this connection, even when you're uncomfortable, following through with vulnerability. And then we have Creator Air, which is so funny because you were showing up as the King of Swords and the Princess of Swords, which is air energy. And then we have the Eight of Swords talking about your mental state. So for some of you, you have a lot of air energy in your chart, and also you're embodying air energy right now. And air energy is kind of hard. It's one of those things where it's like you don't want to focus on the past, or definitely not the future with air energy, because it can only be experienced. Like, you can't see air, but we all know air is here. We can feel it. We can feel the winds. We know that we, process oxygen to breathe, but you can't see it. It can only be experienced. So you may be in a season where you're creating the not knowing, or the unknown may be your fuel right now to create. Like, I'm not going to assume the worst, because it can play out so crazy. It can play out to my benefit times 1,000. And at the bottom of the deck, we have overthinking can spoil the magic. So for those of you struggling with mood regulation or obsessive thoughts, Spirit is saying fill your time with other things that you can focus on, hobbies, keeping yourself busy. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys for spring. I see you, finally disconnecting from people who are running from you, people who aren't being upfront with you, people who aren't giving you their investment, getting out of those runner-chaser dynamics, stepping into 10 of Pentacles, palm tree stability. You got your hand of cards. Make sure you're not telling everybody all your business. But I see you guys experiencing passion. I see you guys experiencing love in spring. I see spring being really good for you, really good to you. And yeah, that's what I have. Group 3, my Etsy is in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the Appetite Crystal Point and the Tarot Illuminati, this is your reading. And we're going to see what is going on in the springtime for you in love, Spirit. This is for group 4 with the Appetite. Show me spring love for group 4. What is going on in spring for group 4? Nice. We have the Healthy Choices card. So you guys are entertaining healthy connections in the spring. Oh, honestly, I feel like there is someone that you did see yourself with for a long period of time. But to be honest, I feel like you're like actually ready. Not even ready, but like taking steps away from that person. And they may be blowing you up, calling you, trying to get you back, especially as you start to actually walk away and move on. But it's like, what did you think would happen after all that we've been through? Yeah, we have the dragonfly. You're getting your wings. We got Paradise at the bottom of the deck. Now I'm hearing Paradise by Coldplay. She ran away to her sleep and dreamed of paradise. Some of you guys may be really deep sleepers. You may have lucid dreams, or you may always remember your dreams. You may sleep a lot. We have sunglasses, the photograph, and karmic relationship. So someone is definitely doing some reminiscing over you here. The photograph says looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. So it's like in the spring you are nostalgic. It's kind of weird. It's like, dang, you're proud of yourself. You're happy with how far you've come. But also there's just an energy of you kind of feeling like, man, it's crazy everything that I've been through. It's just you're having this kind of Freaky Friday moment where it's like you're having this out-of-body experience where you're reflecting on the past, and you may be clearing out your gallery on your phone, your photo gallery. You may be clearing that out. That could be what's doing it, especially if you've been trying to remind yourself to do that for a while, or if you put it in your notes or made yourself a reminder to do that. We have the sunglasses. It says watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focused out. Honestly, I see you guys focused out. I see you guys doing a lot of daydreaming and dissociating. But a lot of people are like on your body, like watching you. We got the photograph with reminiscing, looking at your photos, missing you. And then we have the sunglasses with watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting. Like, for whatever reason, someone is very obsessed with you. For some of you, I feel like it's people, multiple people, like an old friend group or community that you left. And some of you, it could be this karmic relationship, this ex from the past that's like, okay, my person should have came back by now. I usually have a certain amount of control over them, and they usually come back by now and entertain my BS, but they're not here. What's going on with you? Like, someone is really confused. This karmic you've been in a relationship with, like, okay, they should have hit me up by now or folded by now, and they're surprised that you haven't folded. Karmic relationship says fleeting triggers turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So there is some sort of karmic interaction coming up in spring. Your karmic may be coming back into your life, or as you're letting them go, they may go a little crazy, to be honest. I wish I brought my other romance deck. I got some other romance decks to see, but I have a deck specifically that taps into that crazy ass energy. I'm just curious, like, okay, Spirit, are they going to try to do something? Like, what's really going on with this person? But we'll get it from the tarot to see what's up and if there's anything to worry about. But someone is going a little cray-cray with you not talking to them. We have healthy choices or coming back to them. Healthy choices, heart with a key, and the dragonfly. The dragonfly says being lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, changing, and healing. You guys, things may be getting revealed. You may notice something in a photo that you didn't notice before. Like, listen, it feels messy. Like, you may be looking at old photos and then you look, and in the background, it's like your best friend giving dirty looks to your boyfriend. I don't mean like dirty looks. I mean like googly eyes, like biting their lip. Like, you may stumble across some tea, okay? I'm also hearing Snapchat, which I don't have a Snap, haven't had a Snap since like 2016. So that only comes out when Spirit is directly channeling, because I don't even have one. So I don't know what's going down on Snap right now. But I just heard Snapchat specifically. So there may be something that comes up in Snapchat memories, or someone may reach out to you through Snap. Healthy Choices says making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. So you guys are making healthy choices. We got the heart with the key here. It says welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. So you guys are in this heart and key energy. I was saying this with group one as well. You may have felt called to group one. Group one got a really good reading. But I was feeling that with group one as well, where they were kind of like, how did I say it? Yeah, it's like they're the lock and the other person is the key. And this person is naturally unlocking you because you're a match. So it's like, not like you have to put in all this work. You may be in your heart with a key energy where it's like only the person with a key that fits will get in, period. It's like, you don't even have to think about it at this point. You don't have to put in a lot of like effort or energy. It's just like, you know, the only person who can get close to you is, you know, the person with the key. If you don't have the key, you're not getting close to you at this point. And it's natural. It's not even you trying to be stuck up and not trying to talk to people. It's natural. We have Paradise that says happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other at the bottom of the deck. So you guys are experiencing paradise, happiness, more joy, more love. Let me pull from the Romance Angels too. But I do feel like something is happening with this karmic relationship. Spirit, tell me more about spring for group 4. What is happening in love during spring? We have romantic feelings. Yeah, something is blossoming, you guys. We have calling in your soulmate. Let your friends help you. Stay optimistic about your love life and romantic feelings. So to be honest, whoever this karmic is, they're just kind of mad in the corner. I don't see you investing any energy in them. So I don't really feel the need to talk about it. I will pull the tarot just to see if there's anything like that you have to be worried about, because this energy can get shadowy real quick. When there's a karmic or a narcissist and they finally lose their supply and like they just start losing their mind. So I'm gonna make sure nothing crazy is happening, but I don't see you guys worried about it, so I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't see you guys entertaining them, so I'm not gonna entertain them for the most part. Stay optimistic about your love life, says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So Spirit is saying if you want to focus on anything, focus on positivity, focus on trying to be optimistic, or honestly just keeping yourself busy. That's what I do. Whenever I have something big I'm manifesting or worried about, I just keep myself busy, so I simply don't have the time or the brain power to give to it, because my brain is literally already focusing on other things. So call it what you want, call it toxic, but I never overwork myself. Like, it is what it is. I can do a lot of work. I can be busy like for weeks on end and not get tired. So if you're like me, maybe throwing yourself into work or throwing yourself into a new project like redecorating or taking on some sort of art project. I just heard commission. You may get a commission in spring, a really big one that takes up a lot of your time so that you can do some work for another person and get paid for it. That's like best case scenario. That'd be real cool because you can get a cute little coin doing a commission for someone, whether it's digital art or physical art or whatever it is that you do. But yeah, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Spirit is really wanting you to open up. We have calling in your soulmate and let your friends help you. I see you guys like Cinderella. I see you guys like Cinderella, and it's like all your little angels and birds are around you, getting you prepared for the ball, getting you prepared for your moment. So Spirit is saying accept help. If people are trying to come in and help you, be patient and accept the help. It may be easier to do things on your own, or you may be able to get things done on your own faster, but I'm just hearing specifically accept the help, so I feel like it's connected to something else. Ask for and accept support from others. This is also a good time to petition a goddess, an angel, a deity, an ancestor, whoever you like to work with, your higher self. Petition them and ask them for help in love matters or in money matters, whatever it is that you're worried about at this time or working on. And then we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So Spirit is saying, listen, you are leveling up. You're calling in your soulmate. You guys are calling in a specific connection. We have release your ex. And even though I feel like you guys are trying to make healthy choices, and of course that means that you'll have to go on some dates and meet some new people, I feel like you guys are more trying to quantum leap. I feel like for you guys, group 4, you're okay like having a period of nothing popping off if you're manifesting a serious long-term committed partner. Like, you're okay having things be dead for a little while if it means you're manifesting something of substance. So some of you are not really trying to date and like put yourself out there and do all that rigmarole, like be out here with people, talking to people, conversating, whatever. Some of you guys are really just trying to manifest the next important connection. You kind of want to skip the dating phase. So we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. I definitely feel like that is important for all of you, just because it's like, okay, whether it's a karmic or just like an ex you're trying to get rid of, a pattern you're trying to stop, releasing your ex is very important. And this would be a good time to burn like a black manifestation candle for banishing, or do a cord cutting ritual, especially if someone is bothering you. I sell manifestation candles and do custom spell work on my Etsy shop, so I can help you as well. But if you're witchy yourself, you can definitely do this and get it cracking and just clear that energy. We have the Princess of Wands, 5 of Swords in reverse. Spirit, can you let me know if that karmic is something to worry about? We have the Alchemist, which is the Magician. This person has pull with you guys, and it's energetic. It's like your body naturally opens up for them. Okay, I did not need to see all of that. Someone is a fountain for this person. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And if it resonates, then that's your message, because it's very clear. Like a fountain. Come on, Spirit. Like, I do not need to know all of that. But this person just unlocks you. And it's natural. It's like, you may not do that for anyone else, but for them, fountain. Okay? Splash pad. Okay? Slip and slide. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse and the Death card in reverse. So I do see that this person is a concern. They are coming back into your life. This karmic, it has to be ended head on. Princess of Wands with the Five of Swords in reverse. Spirit is saying you're going to have to communicate that you, Five of Swords in reverse, aren't interested in the drama anymore, that you're Princess of Wands moving on. Because otherwise this person is still going to bother you and still think that you're with the shits. And for those of you who are not trying to be with anymore, you're going to have to alchemist your way out of the situation and transmute it and turn it into someone that I used to know instead of someone that you're still talking to. Seven of Cups in reverse. You're going to have to let them know clearly they're not an option anymore. I would say you can wait for this person to reach out to you. But if you guys are, I don't know, do what you feel. It's just awkward, like, to reach out to someone that you haven't talked to in a while. Like, listen, I'm not saying that I know you're going to come back soon, but that's our pattern. And I just want to let you know I'm not interested, you know, because you can end up a little butthurt by that, because if that, well, I mean, obviously that person's not going to take that like well or lightly. So they may say something mean back, like, anybody thinking about you, da, 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 da. But listen, you can wait if you want to. I feel like that's okay. But I also feel like if you're dealing with a narcissist or someone who feels like they have some sort of sense of entitlement over you, they may fight back a little bit, you know. They may feel like, so who are you talking to then? You got to be talking to someone, you know, and just to avoid any drama, like, you're going to have to be clear and have this conversation. And that's going to be hard for some of you, especially if this person got you like a fountain, because it's like, listen, not everybody could do that. You know, not everyone has those powers. So I feel that, like, listen, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the splash pad girlies. Because, listen, okay, if I get me one, I ain't never letting go. We got the Judgment card in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Swords. So Spirit is really calling you to get into your swords energy, to get into your, like, I just get warfare energy. And not like spiritual warfare where it's like, ooh, the ops are plotting on you, da-da-da. But more like warfare energy where you're really going to have to act like you're like a general and you got to make plans. And it's like, thousands on the line, thousands of people on the line, thousands of dollars and resources on the line, country depending on you. Like, you're going to have to move like that with the situation. You're going to have to be super diplomatic and smart and thought out about what you do. You can't just move any kind of way with this person. I feel like you're dealing with someone who has control issues and they feel like they own you. See, it's all fun and games. This is you whisper in their ear, it's yours, boo. And then they come to collect it. Now it's the problem because you're trying to move on. See, that's why you shouldn't be saying that. But yeah, letting go of this karmic relationship is going to be huge. We got the Devil card that just came out. So Spirit is saying, you know, there's no spring, love, happiness. Ooh, damn. We got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. This is serious. Spirit is saying there's no, you know, spring, happiness, and joy and new love without nipping in the bud this other connection, because this person, I don't want you to tell them like, oh yeah, I'm talking to someone else and that's why. Like, it's better for you not to be talking to anyone. Because if this person is, you know, checking up on you or doing any sort of stalking, looking at old photos, watching your social media, you don't want them to be showing up where you're at, you know, looking, checking for you, pulling by your house and actually see somebody in the driveway. So it's like better to tell them before you're talking to this new person, so you don't have to worry about your ex scaring them away or, you know, sabotaging anything. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? We have stars in the sky. At the bottom of this one, it says limitless possibility. I feel like things are manifesting for you really well at this time. But naturally, stars in the sky also talks about like astrological transits. So there may be a transit happening right now. I just heard your past supports your future. And then I also heard Venus conjunct your North Node, something conjunct North Node or rising. So Spirit is saying also the midhaven may be important for someone. There may be something happening with your midhaven where you're moving into a new era. We have the drifter experiencing life as it comes. So even though Spirit wants you to manifest, it's not about manifesting by doing like spell work and candle magic. Unless it's for clearing, unless it's for blocking this person, and I really would cut the cord and block this person. I'm talking black candle banishment. I don't offer black candles on my Etsy shop, but if you're a part of this pile, just message me like, can I get a black candle? And I will do a black candle for you. But this person needs to be strong-armed and dragged, okay, by their collar back to hell. But I don't see Spirit, you know, telling you to get into your manifesting bag right now, but there is a lot that is manifesting naturally for you. And Spirit is wanting you to be present in the moment so you can receive every last drop of the abundance that you've worked so hard for. And your past supports that future. So Spirit is like, you need to be present so you can receive all of those blessings. And then you'll be able to take those with you into your future and then experience even more blessings. Spirit is like, listen, I want you to get every last drop. Ooh, we got the Detox card that just came out. Repairing the body, mind, and spirit. So for some of you, Spirit is saying, you need a detox. You need to cleanse your energy. You may want to do a white candle on yourself, or you may want to do a commitment spell or a binding spell to yourself. I did a binding spell 2 years ago now for myself. And I binded myself to the goddess within because I was really struggling with commitment to what I wanted. I was giving too much to friends, giving too much to family, giving too much to people, time, energy, resources. So I did a commitment spell to the goddess within, and I binded myself to the goddess within so that I would always honor her. And I have the most effortless self-love, self-respect, and boundaries to this day because of that spell. It was so powerful. So this would be a good time to do spell work on yourself. Listen, do spell work for yourself. And for those of you who have kids, make sure you do some good, make sure you lead them in some spell work as they're young, because they still have that like essence, that ethereal essence on them. And make sure you do some spells like something for them to always honor themselves, or something that ties them to wealth and prosperity as they're young. Nothing too serious, no intentions, nothing like too specific and like, you know, more general things, but the younger, the better. Like my spells that I did when I was 16 years old popped off, versus even the spell work I do today with so much more knowledge and information. It just doesn't hit as quick, like freaking lightning, as it does when you're younger. And you still have that prana, that universal essence on you. But anyways, we have the jeweled web with connectivity. You may be seeing a lot of angel numbers. Everything is connected at this time. And I feel like that's true with what you're walking into. Yes, you're moving into a space where you have romantic feelings about someone and Spirit is telling you to stay optimistic. We have the heart with the key, so you will be moving into a long-term relationship. I don't feel that exactly happening in spring. I feel like spring is more about detaching from the past, and you will be going on dates in spring. Dates with people who are more compatible with you because that's what you have aligned yourself with. But I feel like the big elephant in the room is detaching from this past. And then it's like, okay, Spirit's going to reward you. You'll have some dates, some connections being made, and things like that. So yeah, you guys, that is what I have for you, group 4. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. My Etsy shop is in the description if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that's what I got for you today. Talk to you soon.